Yo, what's the word, my boy?
What's going on, my boy? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good. What's that jersey you got on over there? Who that?
I mean, I got the Caleb jersey on. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure out who that is you got on. The
Classic. Last
jersey
time we
is
been to the playoffs, baby. So,
classic.
you know,
That's you ain't got the classic. That's the Kmart joint.
let me say this. You said the Kmart joint.
We hey, we don't got one jersey that say Bears.
Okay, take it easy on me.
We got one.
Look, I got a Forte jersey. The Bears ain't been good for a while. I got what I could. I wasn't gonna spend no real money till we got to where we at. It's
Right,
been
right.
15 long years. Last time we made it, we had my boy Forte on the team. You feel me? It's been a
Yep.
long time. You
For
feel me?
sure. No, I'm just talking mess, but definitely, bro, that's a nice ode to the people who really got us here
Yeah,
in a way. You
yeah,
know what I'm
no
saying? As a
doubt.
Bears fan, like, I got a Forte jersey right in the other room. Don't make me go throw mine on. We get the
So look,
matching.
I actually had to think about it. I was just wrong. Okay, last time we won was 15 years ago. Forte wasn't on that team. He was on the team that we made it and actually lost to the Packers. Last time, not last time we made it, but last time we won was '07. Last time we made it, we had Mitch. And the time
Yeah.
before that, we had. So let me get my facts in order real
Well,
quick
yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah. I know the
On
last
that.
time we made to the playoffs, Forte was good and retired.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Right. But the
But
last time we played the Packers, Forte was on that team. And I want to say it was 2011. I want to say it's
what
20.
I say the last time we was in our kind of like I ain't gonna say glory days, but the last time it was like prideful being a Bears fan for real was probably when Matt Forte was,
Well,
the
yeah,
running
because
back.
we still had the people from that '07 squad, you know what I'm saying? So the team felt, we always
Yeah,
felt we could get right back every year with them teams in a way.
yeah,
But I don't know, something different now when it comes to we actually got a quarterback. Like, man, I looked last night, he breaking records. And that shows you we ain't had no quarterback. Records from the 1920s. You know, who is these quarterbacks? He breaking records from, you know what
No,
I'm
you're right,
saying?
and that's like unheard of from any other team. That,
Right.
like every single record that get broke is from the 20s and 30s.
And this
Like
is
that's
second
insane.
year.
Hmm.
Let me start there. The second year quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's kind of, I don't want to say sad, but I guess it is. I mean, we ain't had no good. Why do you think we went so long without a good quarterback? Like, what's your theory on that?
Uh, we was always we was always a team that was in purgatory.
Like
We didn't
mid
have we didn't have no number one picks over and over and over and over like the Jaguars who messing up quarterbacks.
Cleveland.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cleveland and all these other guys, like we consistently will win 7 games. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, you're not getting no number one pick winning 7 games every year. You ain't going to the playoffs, but you ain't getting a number one pick. So that's why. So it's like how you not finna get the hottest free agent quarterback when he look at the team and you consistently winning 7 games and you know what I'm saying and you obviously not finna get a number one pick. So I mean, it really just took time for us to I hate to say it, but for us to lose enough games for us
I
to finally
mean,
be able to get it.
we've
Cause
had top five picks with quarterback. We low key just these last 5 years had
who
Mitch number
Justin
two.
Fields,
Just I'm saying though, like we just started getting into the having high pick range, and we just
yeah,
fucked up two
but
in
you
a
know what?
row
But
because
Mitchell Trubisky don't count because
they shouldn't have picked him.
well, I'm not even gonna say that. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying? Like, because let's be real. Like at this point, bro, I know we Bears fans, so we see it a different way. At this point, we can't be disrespectful to Mitch. You know what I'm saying? He about to be in the league like 10 years soon. He one of the hottest backup quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, you're not backing up Josh Allen and they don't think highly of you. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Because
right,
the Bills not the type of team that when they starting quarterback go down, they trying to just give up.
right.
Like, nah, they got
Kind of
too
like the
much.
Ravens when they got bro
Huntley.
ass. That's just like
Hunt,
Lamar. I forgot what's his name.
yeah, Huntley.
Yeah, Huntley. You know what I'm
Yeah, so really got to put some respect on his name, bro, because you don't get certain backup positions if they don't think that you good enough to make up for what the starter could have done in certain situations. But then also just with him being with us, he did. We possibly could have made a run to the Super Bowl, bro. The kicker lost the game, not
saying?
Mitch. Mitch didn't lose the game. As a matter of fact, he led us all the way down to field goal range with what 30 seconds on the clock, and then the kicker missed.
Can I say this
So,
though? It's different with Caleb. Caleb lead us down and we
well,
get a
duh.
touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like,
of course, it's different with Caleb. Like, ain't nobody trying to say like, "Oh, we should have kept Mitch." Like, that'd be dumb. You know
right.
what I'm saying? But you just asked about like the quarterbacks and our history
But
of
what
them, and
about
all I was
Justin
saying
Fields?
was,
What's your analysis on him?
man, bro,
That was number one pick, right? If I'm not mistaken.
nah, he wasn't a number one pick. No, he
Okay, he
wasn't
was
no number
top
one pick.
top
He was
three.
he was top. Some I don't remember the number we picked him.
He
Uh,
was up there with Mitch, though. I want
was
to
he
say
three? He was
he was
between
top
three and
five. Top five. Let's go.
yeah, yeah. You're right. He was between 3 and 7. You know, it's crazy how you don't really remember them type of things when somebody
Right.
end up being, you know, what they really was supposed to be. But my opinion on Justin Fields was, I mean, it helped a little bit now to see him in other situations now, because now we didn't see him in two other situations. Um,
with good
and he,
coach, with a one with a good coach. One with a good coach.
yeah, one with a good coach, and
Good
I mean,
organization.
we don't really know the coaching structure over there and over there with the Jets, but
I'm talking about the Steelers.
yeah, but I'm saying he played for the Jets this year, and he looked worse than ever. So I mean,
See, my point
honestly,
is,
bro,
if Mike Tomlin give you up, something got to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I know Aaron Rodgers came into the.
let's not sit here and act like Mike Tomlin just got 5, 6, 7 Super Bowl rings now.
I mean,
Like
two is pretty. You
Mike
and
Tomlin is a good coach, bro. Them rings came before 2010. So, like we talking about rings that's bro. It's people who had children who in high school now. Last time Mike Tomlin won a ring, bro. Know what I'm saying? So I'm not being disrespectful because at the end of the day, your legacy is your legacy. You know, you could build upon it, but I'm just saying, like, don't say that. Like, I respect Mike Tomlin. He like the longest tenure coach for the
yeah,
same team now, but they team ain't had that much success over the last 10 years, bro. For me to feel like he just making all the perfect decisions and they going out in the first round every year,
yeah,
and then they only make it this year by a fluke still, but whatever.
yeah. I
It is
mean,
what it is. But
okay,
enough about them. We talk
so,
about the Bears,
so
though.
yeah, okay. So we got Eagles and San Fran. I'm guessing we played a round between them two, right?
Right.
Who would you rather have?
I want to see the Eagles.
Yeah, slower offense. Last time we
Yeah.
beat them, we weren't in. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't like we beat them and you could walk away from the TV in that game. Like it was like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, bye y'all. I'm about to go home.
We
You know,
actually we play a lot like them, in my opinion.
the Eagles.
I think our teams are very similar. Um,
I think we got a more explosive quarterback.
Man, sometimes Jalen Hurts just cut it on, bro. And he
He
just be
will, he will.
like, let's
But
not
when
act
he
like he don't
off,
have the ability.
so let me say this though, not to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm seeing things in Caleb, and I heard the way he throw that ball on the run, it's like it's different, bro. Like he can swing that on the run like no other. Like probably only Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes probably the only ones. And I'm not trying to put him on that level that
Right.
quick, but man, bro, that 300 some yards, that ain't no fluke. You know what I'm saying? He needed every one of them passing yards for us to win that game.
Nah, I
You know what
feel
I'm
that.
saying? You think Jalen Hurts is capable of if they get down doing something like that? Jalen Hurts seemed like he got to play from ahead more so. You feel me? So
Yeah, but I'm not comparing the quarterbacks. I was just comparing the teams.
okay,
But yeah, we talking about a quarterback comparison. Um, yeah, I mean, Caleb, it don't take a rocket scientist to see that he physically more gifted.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah, sure. Maybe he ain't his thighs ain't as big. He ain't as, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. But it's
It's
like,
crazy because he don't physically look imposing, but it's there.
who, Caleb?
Yeah, like he
That's
don't.
a big quarterback, man. He not no like he not big because I mean he only 6 feet 6'1", but he not a small guy.
Okay,
And
okay,
not only is he a bit of a thicker quarterback, he
like Russell
also
Wilson, kind of.
well he taller. I think he taller than Russ. He a little lankier than Russ. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying? He
is.
longer than him.
He is.
Uh, but he's so damn tough. and that's something that I don't think people talk about is
He is
he
tough.
take he takes some of them same hits, bro, that like Joe Burrow and them take, and he get up.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? These other guys ain't getting up. He getting up.
I like he's taking a lot less sacks this year. I love that. I think he only got sacked like one time last night. Like that means a lot when it comes to kicking field goals and punting. Like them sacks, and who used to take a lot of sacks? Mitch, Justin Fields. Like don't get us wrong. We had some bad lines. We had some bad lines. So
Mitch
I
line
just
was good. You
okay,
know,
okay,
Mitch, he wasn't as gifted, you know what I'm saying, IQ wise and all of that. So he was always gonna take a bunch of sacks. But like Caleb, he took well, I think Caleb led the league in getting sacked last year, but
yeah.
that's just because the line wasn't good.
First
He
year,
also does
and he
like to
held that
run with
ball
them
a lot.
guys.
He still do
Still
it
do.
sometimes. He
Right, he still
still
do.
he got to get that out of him. But that would get you sacked. But for somebody to hold the ball that long, you could just see he's still young enough to where it don't affect him sack wise. Like as he get older, he gonna have to start flinging that bitch more because his athleticism not gonna be able to save him from these young guys coming after him. But
Nah, I won't
he
at
he
all.
get away from some stuff that I'd be like, dang, bro, thank you. Because as I get older and mature watching football, throwing it out is 10 times better than a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, just sacking you. You feel me? Like
So
it keeps yardage. Every yard matters. So you saying you rather have the Eagles, and I think I really agree with you on that. We don't agree on much, but like I
I
said,
don't
that's
got the
the
Eagles winning. I just want us to play them.
right. I'm saying you would rather play the Eagles than
Yeah,
San Francisco.
because
That,
we got similar teams where it's like we are so similar, bro, more similar than you realize. Well, we both are grinded out type teams. Like we are grinded out because even if Saquon only get even if Saquon only got 50 yards for the game, he didn't carry the ball 20 times. He just not getting nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna run the ball, they gonna run it, they gonna throw quick slants quick. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, AJ Brown streaking open, Devontae Smith, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and it's just like you never know. Because when you got a team like the Eagles, where they actually don't got a ton of holes in their offense, you never know what they're gonna do. They could win a game in so many ways.
and we the same way, low key, bro.
That's what I'm
Bro, we got
telling
some
you.
hitters, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. What's the name had a coming out party last night for the tight ends? You know what? Loveland,
So,
bro.
yeah, Loveland,
He
yeah,
had a coming out party. Like that boy got some skills. And it's
yeah,
crazy how raw we drafted, cause and DJ Moore still raw, but he was supposed to be the
yeah,
number one receiver. He ain't even that no more. But he always gets something clutch at the end of every game. DJ Moore, he could not be getting the ball the whole game. I like his attitude towards the game. He don't disengage or nothing. You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? And that's what a lot of receivers. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn, this shit. I noticed Caleb ain't had that connection with DJ Moore like that. Like he started finding the young rookies, the guys he basically came up with and passing the ball. But DJ Moore never had an attitude like most receivers probably. Man, y'all brought me here to be the man. I came in,
But
you
you
know what
know
I'm saying?
what? You absolutely right. I personally feel like DJ Moore should be the number one receiver, which
I don't think they had the chemistry though.
I
Like,
I think by coaching standards and by the depth chart, he is the number one
right,
receiver.
right, 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 right. I'm talking
You
about
know what
by
I'm saying?
right. He is,
But
but I'm talking
he
about
don't
by
get the
like
ball he did yesterday. He did. He kind
I
of got
don't
the
know,
ball and
bro.
he got the
Loveland was
ball in number one receiver spots yesterday, besides
okay.
that fourth down.
Okay. Okay, I
You
give you
know.
that. But as
Um,
far as like favorite targets, I mean, one, well, it's usually the what's his name? Odaisy, Ramon
yeah, Roma Dunze.
Red. It's usually him. He ain't really get it a lot yesterday. He didn't get open too much, but
Well, he
really
hurt still.
okay, yeah. He just came back.
Right.
But yeah, man, we as far as comparing us to the Eagles when it comes to weapons, we right there. We
And
got some
also
weapons.
before you move forward with that, with the DJ Moore, no offense to DJ Moore, I love him. He my favorite, one of my favorite players on the team. But you can't come in with that type of attitude when you ain't never been to the playoffs before.
Right, and
DJ
he
Moore,
didn't. He
DJ
didn't.
Moore, he had never made the playoffs before.
He don't know how to
So
win. He
so
didn't though.
what's so different now? You know what I'm saying? That you ain't making like, you know what I'm saying? Like now you gotta now you mad
You
about it?
saying he humble because he gotta be.
In a way, yeah. I mean, you only know what you experience, right?
Right.
So if you missed the playoffs 6, 7 years in a row playing Carolina 5 years in a row playing in Carolina. You come to Chicago, miss the playoffs 2, 3 years in a row. How all of a sudden we the problem? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like this something you've been dealing with. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I think that's why he don't cry and complain about it because at the end of the day, when you're in these meetings and you in the and when they are negotiating with you, they gonna pull out your zero playoff appearances. What you talking crazy? And you ain't been to the play, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I think that's why
You don't
he's
have
so
no
humble.
playoff stats. They gonna get you on that every time.
You got no playoff
Like now,
stats.
I see if you didn't lost in the playoffs, but you didn't balled out. That's
Right,
different. But if you ain't got none,
right.
sir.
Exactly. So um he did the right thing being humble and stuff because now look, yesterday he played in his first playoff game with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
basically caught the game winning touchdown
Yeah,
for the most part, again, against the
again.
rivals. So
Again.
yeah, you can see that's all reliable for Caleb when it comes down to clutch though. You feel me? Like he like our Michael Jordan for the end of the game receivers. You know what I'm saying? Because he the most mature one out there. He gonna make the smart plays towards
Yeah.
the end more
He
than what
kind of like when the Bulls had DeMar DeRozan a
and it's
couple years
dependable at
ago.
the end. Yeah.
Yeah, where it was like you
He
might
hit the
not see
nitty.
DeMar the whole game, but then in the last 15 seconds, they like, look, this dude know exactly
Right.
what to
Zach
do.
LaVine will be balling all game, but you know who going at the end.
Yeah, you know
It's going
who you should go to. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
But
yeah, I feel
look,
like that's like that.
somebody made this point to me though about San Francisco, which might be true. We might have an easier time because they gotta come to the cold. They gotta come out here. They ain't. You feel me? Like you don't think that
Nah,
mean nothing
I
to
think that means something to certain teams,
them Cali
but
teams? You don't think it means something to them?
the Rams just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's Matthew Stafford who came from playing in Detroit. I'm talking about a Black Purdy. We're talking about the quarterback who's used to
The
playing
other
in.
the other 54 men on that team didn't come from Detroit.
Right, right, right. I get what you're saying, but as far as just being comfortable in a certain environment, it is, I think, something to be called for when it comes to the elements as opposed to playing in San Francisco. You get what I'm saying? Like, but you don't
Nah,
think it's gonna make that much of a difference. You think they can play here just as good as they played in San Francisco?
I don't think it make that much of a difference at all. I mean, the Chicago Bears drafted a quarterback who spent years playing in the middle of California.
So,
Uh, and
okay,
now look, and he going crazy in the
so
snow and the rain
now
and the
you
freezing.
opening up something bigger. You don't think terrain matters to any quarterback that plays?
I'm gonna be honest. I know we done heard this many times. You know,
You think
from
that's a myth?
I ain't gonna say it's a myth, cause I mean, yeah,
Because Peyton Manning used to play worse when he had to go play in Foxborough rather than if he had them coming to Indy. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken,
cause he in
Indy
a
play in a
dome.
dome.
Yeah, he was in a
Yeah,
dome.
they say dome quarterbacks be more used to playing in they dome than outside. But you saying that doesn't matter at all when it comes down to the nitty gritty of things. Because a lot of people never wanted to go to Foxborough because it was the weather. You know, especially the Miami teams, certain teams like that.
Yeah.
Um, do you feel like with certain people it matter, or you feel like it don't matter at all, and that's just something that's just not true?
Personally, I feel like
Like you
it,
feel
it
like Peyton
matters.
Manning was a choke; he was going to choke regardless.
I think it matter a little bit, just like, we all human beings. So, what I'm saying, if it starts snowing right now, we'd be affected by it. We'd go outside and be a little bit colder and be a little bit like more uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to them and these professionals, I think these men are trained to play rain, sleet, or snow, and I don't think that all because I get paid by the Miami Dolphins, I'm scared to go to Buffalo and play. Like I don't think it's really like that. Now I know what you mean in terms of like, man, if you just spent 55% of your games playing in 75 degrees, then you just get tossed in 10 degrees, how you gonna fare? I think that's valid, but I also think that these are professional men, and I think that they got all the gear in the world. They got coats, they got heated seats, they got if you if it's too cold for you to go out there for what 30 seconds of play for 4 to 8 plays. I mean, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? I don't think that's really a real thing. Now, I do think that if you want to say like if it becomes like a blizzard. Yeah, Josh Allen done played in 3, 4 blizzards, like real blizzards. Josh Allen has played in those. If he see a quarterback who ain't never played in the blizzard before, that's where I feel like an advantage come. But if we just talking about it's really cold outside, no, I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Okay. All right. So one last thing, bro. In conclusion, how far do you think we could take this?
Shoot, I mean, you gotta ride the wave. I'm a Bears fan, so it'd be dumb for me to put anything negative in the air. Like, man, I think next week we gonna lose. Uh, realistically, I've been watching the NFL for a long time, and I know that every now and then, a team that you might not have thought was gonna make it could make it to the Super Bowl.
It's
I'm
feeling
not
like
saying,
destiny right now, though.
yeah, and I'm not saying we gonna win the Super Bowl or nothing like that, but if we could keep playing like this in the fourth quarter and keep playing like this under pressure, it's one thing to do it in the regular season. We proved yesterday in the elements against our number
This is what
one
we do.
rival
Yeah, this
that
one.
this is what we do, that we can do this. We done it 6, 7 times already. Now we just did it again.
Now
You know
imagine
what
if we
I'm
get
saying?
up on your ass. How hard it's gonna be for you? Because we really be
Yeah,
putting ourselves in the hole.
yeah, we
Imagine
do.
if we go up.
We do. So I mean, I don't know. You just gotta ride the wave, and hey, man, you never know. You could end up sometimes in the Super Bowl, bro. I mean, you look at certain teams that was just put together really well, they ended up there. You know what I'm saying? Like Jared Goff, bro, he was a shorty when he ended up in the Super Bowl. But they just got hot at the right time and they just was able to, make their way there. You can go all the way back to Kurt Warner, bro. Like
Yeah,
they got hot at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And it's more than just that. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously it's other teams that in Joe Burrow recently. You know what I'm saying? They got hot, bro. They made it there. Um, Me personally, I don't feel like the Eagles was necessarily the best team like in the NFL. I think they got hot and just
I wouldn't
found the
say they
formula.
got hot, but all because they had made it already a couple years. They just needed to adjust a few things, and then they finally got over that hump. That's the only reason why I say, you know what I'm saying? I feel
But
like
I never, when I say got hot, I I saw them going. The Eagles ain't never been bad, bro. I was an Eagles fan when I was a kid, Donovan McNabb, and I actually think Caleb Williams is a reincarnation of Donovan McNabb all over again.
ooh, I don't.
Um, they
I mean, he a
are
little bit more athletic than Donovan, if you ask me.
not really. Remember, you got to remember Donovan was considered a scrambler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I guess till he got a little chunkier, you know what I'm saying? I I gotta see more. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think he gonna be
They
better. I think he gonna be
Man,
better than Donovan.
you gotta go back.
Cause
You gotta
Donovan,
watch.
bro, Donovan. I
That's
ain't gonna. I
that's
know you love Donovan, but I don't
it
think
ain't
he got the heart.
it's
I
not
don't think.
about it's not about who I love. It's about what was put on paper and what was put on film. Now, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, he might not have a heart for this and that. I don't know. I wasn't in the locker
Intangible.
room.
But you talking about just physical traits.
I don't know how you could say intangibles. He went to 5 straight NFC championship games. And
Okay, okay. What I'm saying is this, bro. You could go to certain, but if you can't get to that big game, it comes down. Even Peyton Manning, he just people say called him a choker. Some people could get to a certain point and just can't get past that,
there's
and
only so many quarterbacks that make it and win and win and win and win and win. But
and
why?
that's what makes them, you know what I'm saying, different
Yeah,
tiers.
it's levels. Donovan McNabb's not in the Hall of Fame. I'm not
Right,
saying that.
right.
I'm saying him and Caleb are the same quarterback though. Whether Caleb can take it to bro, making it the 5 straight NFC championship games, believe it or not, that means you probably was good enough to win a few Super Bowls. You probably was. Cause it's hard enough to make it to that point. We just watched Patrick Mahomes do it. We acting like we looking at Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I got you, bro. But when you got, and I know he didn't like him, but when you got motherfuckers saying, man, we saw him crumbling, he throwing up in the middle of the, you know what I'm saying? Like
All,
it's
that don't have nothing to do with what I'm saying though. I can't compare their legacy. Caleb is a baby. He only been in the league 2 years. Like I couldn't compare their legacy. I'm comparing
early stages.
quarterback to quarterback. They are the same quarterback. They escape pressure the same way. They both throw the ball 100 miles an hour every time for no reason. They both can throw the ball inside and outside the pocket. They both can pick up first downs with their legs. They are like they are built almost identically the same.
I think
Donovan was a
McNabb was
little
way
bit
bigger.
fatter.
I think he was.
Donovan got fatter over time,
And then
but
wasn't McNabb like 6'3"?
like 6'2". Caleb
Yeah.
like Caleb like 6'1", bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they about the same size. Uh I'm telling you, if you go back right now and just, go on YouTube, bro, just type in like Donovan McNabb best plays or something. Take 5 minutes to watch it and hit me back.
Okay, I'll have to do that because I wasn't a big McNabb fan, so you probably got a lot more
Bro,
inside your
I'm
head.
telling you. I'm telling you. Uh and this is coming from somebody who watched probably at least 50% of Donovan McNabb's every snap. At least from what I could. It wasn't on Amazon Prime and this and that back in the day. So I
Right,
I
right.
can only see what I
We
can see.
showing our age.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Showing our age, it wasn't on demand NFL. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I can only watch him when he was on, but take a second after this to just go back and watch it and call me, bro. And I'm telling you, you're not gonna see nothing that's gonna say that I'm wrong. But regardless from that, and again, to make it the 5 straight NFC championship games, ain't no other quarterbacks doing that right now. Matthew Stafford ain't did it. Jalen Hurts ain't did it. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes did it. That's stuff that Tom Brady was doing. Peyton Manning, like, but sometimes with sports, when you don't make it to the peak, people discredit everything you did up to that point.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, not even discredit. It's just they tend to forget because you're not the one who came out on top. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
and that's
for
even
sure.
worse, honestly. They don't even remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even remember he did that because that doesn't matter. Not to say it
Well, I say this: the average fan probably don't remember because you didn't care as much. I was an Eagles fan when I was really little. Like that was the first team that I
definitely.
took a liking to. But I could tell you this much: since Donovan McNabb left the Eagles, there's not been another player to wear number 5 over there.
Right, right. Because he
Th-
definitely did his thing.
That's not something they just do in the NFL. You don't. T. Higgins was wearing Chad Ochocinco number a couple years ago before he changed his number to 5.
Didn't Cam Newton get his jersey? Somebody wore his jersey. Number one. Was they talking about that? Was that? No, I'm thinking of.
Nah, that was a
I'm,
college.
I'm thinking of what's the name? My bad. I'm thinking of Melo. They gave his.
Jokic.
Yeah, okay. I'm thinking of a whole different sport.
Yeah.
Somebody that should have had their number retired at a certain. But that's a whole different
But even
story.
in the NBA, but in the NFL for sure, bro, they don't retire numbers like that in the NFL, bro. They don't just like that just don't happen, bro. When you ain't won a Super Bowl, you know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying? So, uh, people don't really think about Donovan, bro, as much, maybe because when he retired, social media wasn't a thing.
yeah.
Um,
And then unfortunately, he got blackballed from a lot of extra stuff. They kicked him out the media and everything because of a lot of weird stuff that was going
yeah,
on.
yeah, because of the allegations and all of that.
That's just how we get down as a society nowadays. And like, forget whatever you did during your career. If you got one weird thing that the media, we just forget
Yeah.
about your whole life. you know,
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter to me because I'm not an Eagles fan no more. I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? That don't matter.
you were
But
more of a Diamond fan than major Eagles fan, kind of like me with the
yeah,
Lakers.
exactly. I was a Donovan McNabb fan because I just was so impressed by him. And I'm telling you, bro, when I watch Caleb, bro, I see everything that I saw when I was a shorty, like all the same stuff. I'm seeing it. The only thing that's a little bit different, Donovan was a better quarterback because now Caleb got time. Obviously, he got a lot of time to grow. But Donovan wasn't nearly as inaccurate. Like Caleb got a lot of moments, bro, where he real up and down and left or right with the ball. Donovan was hitting you in your face mask every single time. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference. But it's also Caleb also came up in a generation where you throwing off platform all the time. You always throwing on the run. When Donovan came up, that's a no-no. Ain't no throwing up. You stand in the pocket,
Yeah,
get
running
your feet
quarterbacks
set.
was like wasn't the thing as it was now. As it
Not
is.
just running quarterbacks, but if you was throwing the ball, you better be standing flat footed in the pocket.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is now the game has adjusted to where it's more sporadic. You could be if when we watched
Exactly.
the game, it was
It was a drop back.
it wasn't no
Nah, none of that. You either
And,
gonna drop it back, you gonna drop back and throw it, or you gonna get sacked.
because even Matthew Stafford didn't adjust, and I just see him sometimes go out the pocket
Yeah, he
now.
be getting out of
You
there.
feel me? Like,
Yeah,
because one of the niggas is faster now. These
yeah, he
niggas,
be
you
getting
can't
out of
just
there.
sit up there because these niggas running just as fast as wide receivers now, bro. You
Facts,
feel me? So,
facts. He be getting
like,
right up under there.
quarterbacks have to be more athletic. The Drake Mays, you know what I'm saying? White boy, but got wheels. You feel me? Both of
Mhm.
them niggas, who the one over there in Denver, the other one,
Bo Nick.
he got wheels. You know what I'm saying? For a white boy. You feel me? Like, ain't no just sitting up here no more like Matt Ryan, you feel me? Or even Kirk Cousins having problems with this era now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
you feel me? Phillip Rivers tried to make his little comeback, but these niggas gonna sack you. You feel me? So, man, bro, it's been a pleasure. Zoom talking about I gotta upgrade the pro for more time, but we just finishing the time anyway. Anybody been pay y'all.
Of course.
Um, hey man, go Bears, bat down, and love you, my boy.
For sure. Love you, bro. Watch them highlights. Get back to me.
I got you.
All right, man. Have a
Yup.
good one.